Welcome back to our interview with our Human Resource Administrator, Sarah Roberts. I'm Lauren Cunningham, Curriculum Services Supervisor, and today we're here to discuss the administrative regulation for family and medical leaves. Thank you for meeting with me again.
Thanks, Lauren. I'm happy to be here to talk about this topic today.
So let's just start with some of the basics about this AR. It's a pretty lengthy document compared to some of the other administrative regulations.
Yes, I agree. The very basics of this AR include ensuring everyone understands that you have to be employed at the WIU for at least 12 months and have worked a total of at least 1,250 hours in those previous 12 months to be eligible for family and medical leave. This is a federally mandated and not just a WIU requirement.
Okay, that makes sense. It's helpful to know that certain things are federally mandated and we're just following the law. It's not like you can just change the rules or requirements on this.
That is correct. Our administrative regulation abides by the Federal Family and Medical Leave Act of 1993.
Great. So what are some of the other important basic points that you would like to help clarify?
Fmla is unpaid, and you can get up to 12 weeks off in a calendar year. Our organization will make you take the sick days you have accrued prior to using unpaid leave, with the exception of maternity leave. I think it's really important that everyone knows and understands that the organization can make you utilize your paid time off days. Sometimes we have a lot of confusion around that.
Okay, that's helpful to know. I know that there's something in the administrative regulation regarding continuous versus intermittent leave. Can you explain the difference?
Sure. Continuous leave is when an employee takes a block of time off of work in one continuous period. This type of leave is typically used for events where the employee is expected to be away from work for an extended, uninterrupted period, such as recovering from major surgery, childbirth, or an extended period of care for a seriously ill family member. For example, if an employee takes 6 weeks off after surgery to recover, this would be considered continuous leave. Now, intermittent leave allows for an employee to take leave in separate blocks of time due to a single qualifying reason, often for medical treatments that occur sporadically, or when the employee needs to care for a family member with a serious health condition that has episodes of flare-up. This can include a few hours or days taken off periodically depending on the medical needs. For example, an employee might use intermittent leave for ongoing chemotherapy sessions, physical therapy appointments, or to care for a family member with a condition that occasionally worsens.
Okay, thank you for including those examples in your explanation too. It really helps with the definitions. It also helps make it applicable to our context. Can you explain some of the steps for submitting for FMLA?
Yes, there is an FMLA request form within Frontline. An employee wishing to request leave will go directly to that form and submit it. That request will go to Dr. Conway, our executive director, who will then acknowledge the form. He acknowledges that it was submitted. The request is not approved at that point. Then the form will go to the Human Resources team. We will discuss if the leave is intermittent or continuous. Human Resources will then send out the FMLA paperwork, which a doctor will need to complete and return within 20 days. Then the FMLA will be approved or denied. It will be the responsibility of the employee to keep us updated on the estimated start and end dates of the FMLA.
Great. It's important to stress the part that's the employee's responsibility. So thank you. Is there anything else you would like for us to know?
Yes. One additional item is that employees are not able to stack FMLA leave with paid time off. That means that you could not go on FMLA for, say, 6 weeks and not utilize paid time off concurrently with that leave. You would need to submit any remaining sick time, PTO, etc., any sort of paid time off. The only exception would be for maternity leave. You are not required to utilize that time concurrently.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. This helps me understand this lengthy AR so much better. I appreciate your time today and look forward to our next discussion.
No problem. I'm happy to help.